What's up, YPR? I'm gonna post a little quick tip of the day here on something that I've noticed the past couple days and week, and it's really, really, really important, if not one of the most important things out there. What that is home event culture, okay, an atmosphere. And we think about you need to create an environment of where everyone that's out today wants to come back tomorrow. Right, because the fact is, if you bring friends over and you break down the whole concept, okay, and you explain everything, the ins and outs, all the questions answered, no one's going to remember anything from today tomorrow. No one's going to give a shit. No one's going to remember what they heard, what you said. All they're going to remember is how they felt and what they're actually doing the entire time. Okay, so if you bring a couple friends out today for a home event, and again, they get a firm understanding, but then tomorrow you call them back up and you say, hey, come back again today, okay? They're going to subconsciously, they're going to think about yesterday. Okay, well, what did I do yesterday? It's not about what did I hear. They don't remember anything. They just remember how they felt. And they're going to think about, okay, well, what did I physically do? What was I doing yesterday? Well, if it was something like I came over, I sat down, my friend stood up in front of the room and spoke for 20 minutes, and then we sat down after, I watched a 20-minute video, and then we had a conversation for 30 minutes, and it was really boring and bland, and I didn't really have a good time. It wasn't fun. Yeah, I understood it was a good concept, but I think, I'd rather smoke some weed tonight. That's literally what's going to come out of it. It's going to be, they're going to look for something that's more fun than what they did the day before. So I'm not saying don't, get the point across, but get the point across and create an environment of people wanting to come back. Create a good atmosphere. Throw the home event, start on time. Before you start the event, have some music playing. Literally, before anyone gets there, good music, good vibes, maybe food, snacks, people, introduce yourself to the newest person. Build relationships. Okay, have fun, have conversations, do things that you would do naturally. You want to create an environment where though people don't have to come out of their comfort zone to come to your event. They feel at home. They feel comfortable. They're doing what they're already doing, just with different people in a different way. Okay, so get there, mingle a bit, start the event on time, get the event done, 20, 30 minutes, break down the entire concept, 1, 2, 3, 4 speakers. Okay, and that's it. Keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate. If you're going to show a video, 5-minute video, 6-minute video, pump up, whatever, don't go into, how we get paid and stuff like right afterwards. Okay, don't go too much in depth into it. Throw the event down. Give them the big picture, because people don't even buy into what you're saying or the product or the company. They buy into you and where you're going. Show them where you're going. Show them the big picture. And then immediately after the event's over, after the last person speaks and closes, kick the music back on. Everyone come out and mingle. Okay, meet the newest person. Start a conversation. Create a good environment. Okay, and naturally what's going to happen is their questions are going to get answered anyway. What happens if you turn it into business, if you turn it into work, and this is something I've done in the past. Again, this business is literally just 90% experience. Like, you have to learn everything on your own. You have to make mistakes and make improvements and turn around and fix it and then teach it. This is something I've learned is there's a point, in the past couple months where I turn this thing into you're either working or you're having fun. Okay, I'm saying like you're either working or you're having fun. And that's not how this thing is supposed to work. It should be fun. It shouldn't be like work. And if we create that environment of where, it's like work, people aren't going to enjoy it. People want to go to work. People want to have a good time. So if you create the atmosphere of having a good time immediately after the event, people hanging out, music playing, talking, chatting, what's going to happen? They're going to get their questions answered anyway because they're already curious. So there's going to be music playing. It's going to be a good environment, but they're going to ask you questions and you're going to answer it. And if they have questions about how we get paid, cool. Sit them down, break it down. But in that case, it was something that they wanted, not something you threw at them. Think about stuff like when we went to school, we didn't, recommend, well, we didn't, remember most of the stuff that we were taught in school because it was thrown at us. Now think about now when you're part of this business and developing yourself as a person, you actually remember and apply most of what you learn because it's not something that's thrown at you. It's something that you're curious to get. You go out and you grab it and you receive it for you, so you're curious about it and you actually retain it. So keep that natural, atmosphere there, and then what's going to happen again is people are going to want to come back. And I've heard Jaeger and Kish and Anton and Tyler Small talk about this so many times about the environment they had at Kish's place. When things first started, that's exactly what it was. It was simple: music on, 7 p.m. event, boom, on the dot, started on time. A couple speakers, throw the newest person up there. They got the most excitement, honestly, and then close out and music kicks back on afterwards. Okay, and what happened there? People were just literally just coming out over every single day just to hang out. There are people that didn't even do anything in the business, but just had a great time. And Jaeger actually said something a couple days ago. He was like, after they all left Pennsylvania, he called a couple kids in his business that canceled their hour deliveries, and he's like, hey, you've been involved for like 8 months now. Like, why'd you cancel your hour delivery? And they're like, well, honestly, I bought an affiliate pack and a 2-pack every month just to hang out with you guys at Kitch's place. Literally, like, it was just such a good environment where people wanted to be there every single day, whether they made any money or not. Okay, and that's what you need to create. They said that literally after the event, if you took a look around, the event started at 7. By 7:45, if you look around, it looks like a party. It's a party atmosphere, which that's what kids our age are used to. There's just no weed or alcohol. We're naturally excited because everyone's excited about one common goal, and that creates the excitement in the room. All right, so just that quick tip of that home event culture. I think this is really it. I mean, obviously the invite is the key to the vault. You have to get people out there to hear it. But I think that home event culture is what really keeps the business growing. And the other thing is, like everyone says all the time, like you can't set out to build a wall. You have to lay a brick perfectly as you possibly can every single day and eventually have a wall. You don't just, a culture doesn't come out of nowhere. You build a culture. You create a culture starting small. You set one event and run it like how you would with 50 people. And if you build it, they will come. If you set one event and nobody shows up and you still got the music blowing, everyone still speaks, and then you kick the music back on afterwards and hang out and there's one new person there, they like that environment enough where they know tomorrow, okay, I'm going to bring people out. Because they know if they like the environment, their friends will like the environment. So I think if we can create this culture consistently every single day, there's going to be nothing stopping you, and you're going to create some serious momentum. You guys have anything?
Yeah, I got something.
Cool. Let's throw Tony up real quick. My man, Tony Rock.
What up? All right, guys, like Jeff was talking about the culture and whatnot, people decide within the first 5 and 10 seconds of walking through the door whether this is something they want to be around. Okay, whether this is something they want to come back to. Because when they walk through the door, have people greet them, okay? You want them to have a social environment, have the music playing, stuff like that, okay? And make sure that they like the environment. Make sure that they want to come back, okay? Because whether the information they get from it, yeah, okay, they're going to be hyped up and pumped up from it and whatnot, okay? But if the culture and the environment isn't good, they might not want to come back. Okay, so literally, guys, that's it. Just, like you said, the invite's the key to the vote, whatnot. Just get fired up. Vegas is like, 25 days from now? 25 days from Vegas, guys. Okay, get fired up. Okay, all freaking in. Let's go, guys. YPR to the moon.
Woo!